Hi everyone, I am Teresa, and this is day 5 that I am in school this week. And the last chapter I read you was chapter 9 of Amelia, Bedelia, On the Job, book 9. So today I will read you chapter 10. Chapter 10, Draw Your Own Paycheck. When the students returned to the conference room after a bathroom and water break, they found a young man with really short red hair standing next to Sandy. The two were chatting and laughing. "Is everybody back?" asked Sandy. "Great. Now that you've all got a head start on your resumes, you may be wondering how much money you'll be making when you start working and how you'll manage your expenses. To answer that question, I am happy to introduce you to a close friend of mine from the finance department. This is Andy Miles, and he's going to talk with you about his favorite subject, accounting." This is a pen writing with cents signs. And this is a pen. And this is Andy waving to Amelia, Bedelia, and her friends, and Sandy standing next to him. And the bag that Andy's holding says First National Bank. The class clapped politely. Andy waved hello and heaved a cloth stack onto the table. It landed with a thud. The word First National Bank were written on it. He turned the bag over and dumped a heap of penny rolls onto the table. He rolled a roll of pennies to each student. "Hey, thanks," said Teddy. "I'm rolling your pay to you because I work in payroll," said Andy. "Get it?" "Got it," said Amelia, Bedelia, catching her roll of pennies. "Are we going to count beans and crush numbers now?" Andy threw his head back and laughed. "I am to blame for that comment," said Miss Shock. "My father was an accountant, so I shared those slang terms." "There are lots of slang terms in accounting," said Andy. "My favorite is calling money cabbage or kale or lettuce because they are all leafy and green." Amelia and Bedelia imagined pouring salad dressing over a bowl of dollar bills. "Yuck!" Now, said Andy, "getting 50 cents for free was just a start. Today you'll get to actually draw a paycheck. How does that sound?" These are the penny rolls. And this is another penny roll. These are pennies, beans, a penny roll open with pennies coming out, pennies, and numbers getting crushed. And these are the kale, lettuce, or cabbage. This is salad dressing. This is a penny roll, a fork and a spoon, this word that says yuck, and Amelia and Bedelia thinking of pouring salad dressing on a bowl of dollars. Everyone cheered. Even Miss Shock was clapping. "Listen up," said Andy, reaching into the bank bag and pulling out a handful of markers in all different colors. "When you draw a paycheck, that's slang for withdraw. Most companies pay their employees every 2 weeks with a check that lets them withdraw money from the company's bank account. That's how people get paid. And the amount you get paid helps determine how much you can spend or save. Today is the only chance you'll ever get to draw your own paycheck. Do you have any red markers?" asked Teddy. "Ack!" bellowed Andy. He shut his eyes and put his hands in front of his face like a vampire who has seen the sun. Peeking through his fingers, he said, "Accountants are afraid of red ink. We use red ink only to show when money is being lost. We hate being in the red. We always want to be in the black because that means we have made a profit." Everyone grabbed markers and paper and got to work. Teddy drew a big dollar sign and the number 1 with a comma after it, then 3 zeros, another comma, 3 more zeros, comma, another 3 zeros, comma, 3 zeros, 19, 20, 21, said Teddy, counting the zeros. These are 4 pens. This is the word that says ag. This is jelly beans in a jar. And this is Andy putting his hands over his eyes and peeking through them, but his eyes are open. "What are you doing?" asked Amelia and Bedelia. "Trying to figure out how big my paycheck is," said Teddy. "Just count the commas," Rose said. 1,000 has 1 million, has 2 a billion, has 3 a trillion, has how do you spell a skrillion dollars?" asked Clay. "I'm adding as many commas and zeros as I can fit," said Heather. Amelia and Bedelia drew her paycheck to look exactly like money. "That way," she said, "if I have trouble cashing it, I can always just spend it." "Of course," said Andy. "Now that you've drawn your own paycheck, the only place you can cash it is the First National Bank of YOU. This is the paycheck that says, "Paycheck for Teddy, official, pay 100, comma, and after that a lot more zeros and commas." And this is everyone showing their papers. And this is Amelia Bedelia's that says 1,000 United States of America, 1,000, 1,000, $1 million, 1,000. "Is that like an IOU?" asked Dawn. "Sounds more like a UOU, said Chip. "Exactly," said Andy. There was a knock on the door of the conference room. When Sandy opened it, Andy looked out and declared, "Gosh, I've never seen so much lettuce in my life. They have to wheel it in." "How much is it?" asked Dawn. Hundreds, thousands? At least 10, said Amelia Bedelia's father. 10 heads of lettuce. He was followed by Amelia Bedelia's mother wheeling a cart laden with a giant bowl of salad. Lunchtime, she said. Adios, said Andy, giving the students a giant wave that included everybody. Good luck, and don't spend all that lettuce in one place. This is cent signs. This is Amelia Bedelia's dad coming through the door. Amelia Bedelia's mother following with lettuce on a cart. Okay, bye everyone. I'll read you chapter 11 next time.